What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Observant Lineman. Yesterday was Halloween, and the San Francisco 49ers got a huge scare in way of the Arizona Cardinals. But they ended up getting their tricks and their treats on the same night, in which has turned into a kind of trial by fire. And now we're looking at a 49ers team that is definitely a real contender to make it to the Super Bowl this year, and we can thank Emmanuel Sanders for that. Now, let's take a look at the article here. Emmanuel Sanders pushes Jimmy G, 49ers, over the top as NFC contenders. While, I agree with this article mainly because, the front office in San Francisco was able to pull off the trade to get Emmanuel Sanders from the Denver Broncos, and it gives them a true option at the number one receiver spot. I think it really does give them the opportunity to stretch the field, to make defenses play them in a different way. Right now, the 49ers have a running game that is among the best in the NFL. They've been able to win a lot of their games in one way, and that is this physically overpowering other teams with their running game and with a defensive front on the other side of the ball that is able to put a lot of pressure on quarterbacks and create a lot of turnovers. They have been able to, hang their hat on that up till now. One of the things that happened in last night's game was that the Arizona defense, they had actually stepped up and played a really good game against San Francisco. And the defense of the 49ers wasn't able to hold off the Cardinals and what they were trying to do on offense. But let's get into this article. Let's look at some of the things that Emmanuel Sanders does for this team. With Jimmy G being able to make the kind of throws he's been able to make, they have really just exacerbated their chances of being a contender in January. So looking at this article, it says the final piece of the potential Super Bowl puzzle fell into place for the San Francisco 49ers when they acquired wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders from the Denver Broncos a week before the NFL trade deadline. Sanders provided a true number one receiving threat and a burgeoning security blanket for quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. The fact that those claims can already be made is nothing short of astounding, since 32-year-old vet has been with the team for less than 2 weeks. And that really is something that's astonishing. When you go from one team to another in this league, it's like you're going to learn a different language. A lot of teams run the same plays. A lot of teams run the same concepts, but the verbiage behind those concepts and the variables in which those concepts can change within any given play are also, a bit of a difference when you move from team to team. So it's almost like you're relearning how to think about football in the verbal space of it. So for him to be able to come in and to be able to latch onto their concepts and be able to absorb that information as quickly as he has is nothing short of astounding. And I agree with that in this article. And that has been one of the key factors in his ability to be an instant impact player for the 49ers. San Francisco's early success was built on two driving forces: a beautifully designed running game and a relentless defensive front. It's a very simplistic formula, a bit of a throwback, yet wildly successful, hence the 7-0 start before Thursday's action. And yeah, when you have a good running game, I think these are fundamentals that people forget are always ring true with football. You have to be able to run the ball to be able to throw it. You have to be able to play to stop the run in order to get the ball back and create third and long situations that put your defense in favorable positions. And that's something that the 49ers have done well throughout this entire season. And now they've added on to that by having a true number one receiver to complement the skill that Jimmy Garoppolo has. And as you're going to see here in a few of these clips, the man makes some amazing throws. He makes some throws that you see coming out of players like Tom Brady, throws that you see come out of players like Aaron Rodgers. He makes those kind of throws. And, got to give him credit. Jimmy Garoppolo, the offensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, and, the team as a whole has really lifted itself to a new level of play this season, and they deserve all the credit that they're getting right now. But let's take a look at one of these, what I think was the best throw of the game, as far as Garoppolo showing his ability to just be precise on these timing routes. Just a really good throw. And when you can make a Pro Bowl elite level corner like Patrick Peterson look foolish, then you know you're doing something. Let's take a look at this. Well, let's take a look at this throw. The timing on this is impeccable. When you see Emmanuel Sanders come out of his break, as soon as he turns his head, the ball is in his pocket. The ball's coming right on time. I mean, there's no room for error here. And he makes an amazing throw and, extends a drive on 3rd and 4 that just keeps the momentum, keeps the pressure on the defense. And, it's just a great thing to see. Again, you look at it right here and, great route and just a great throw. It's perfect timing. If he waits any bit on that, then it's going to be a tougher catch because Emmanuel Sanders is going to have to try and keep his feet in bounds and try and keep himself in the field of play, controlling that ball. But just a great throw. Sits it in his pocket. And that's the kind of throw that you see from quarterbacks who are taking their game to the next level. And Jimmy Garoppolo is doing just that. But yeah, these guys, they're creative in how they do it. On this play, they line Emmanuel Sanders up at the fullback position. I've never seen that with a receiver before. Put a receiver at the fullback position, and you always see these kind of routes run by fullbacks, run by tight ends, where they come out of the backfield and they just make a clean run to the pylon to get a quick throw from the quarterback. But they take advantage of it here by bringing him even faster out. You got a faster receiver, you got somebody who the linebackers are not going to be able to cover, and they get him the ball. Corner of the end zone, in the front corner of the end zone. It's a quick throw, makes it look easy. And again, that's creativity. That's understanding the weapons you have. That's understanding the talent that you have and using it to the best of its ability. Now, here's another play that really, when I look at this play, when you're looking at this play in the 3rd quarter, 3rd and 7, you need to get more points. You got 3, but a touchdown's better, obviously. And in this situation, the way that this play is drawn up, you got to give credit to the coordinator. The way this play is drawn up, it's a switch play. It's basically a switch route. You're going to have 2 wide receivers crossing each other up to try and confuse the defenders. And, you see a bit of hesitation in a Pro Bowl elite level corner like Patrick Peterson. When he hesitates, just one step of hesitation, this guy loses out on the entire route. And, you go for a deep touchdown to Pettis. All right, so on this play, you're looking at the switch route. You got Emmanuel Sanders and Pettis crossing on the route. Now, I think on this route here that you actually have a situation where Patrick Peterson is supposed to stay on or supposed to switch, actually. He's supposed to switch off of Emmanuel Sanders and cover the over-the-top receiver. And that hesitation, that one step of hesitation that he takes right here, blows the entire coverage. And that's great design from your offensive coordinator and a great throw from you make it easy for your quarterback. He's throwing an easy corner out. But a lot of that doesn't happen without Emmanuel Sanders drawing that attention. Patrick Peterson and the other cornerback, their attention is on Emmanuel Sanders. They're looking at that guy because of the damage that he's done throughout the course of the game. Now he is putting them in a position where their eyes are gravitating towards where he's going, instead of paying attention to the rules and trusting in the assignments that they're supposed to have out there on the field. So overall, the Cardinals kept this game close, but at the end of the day, the addition of Emmanuel Sanders has allowed the 49ers to become an even more versatile offense. And with Jimmy G throwing 4 touchdowns and being 75% in terms of his accuracy for the night, they got a lot of treat out of their Halloween tricks. And, I got to say, 49ers are looking like a team that is ready to go on to the next level and could be a serious Super Bowl contender come January. Tell me what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the Observant Lineman Uche Nwaneri. Appreciate you guys checking out my video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Perfect.